Could the next pope be African? The Vatican, a fortress of tradition, a symbol of continuity. But could this ancient institution be on the verge of a historic shift? Could the next pope be African? For centuries, the papacy has been an almost exclusively European affair, more specifically, Italian. It's not written in the clouds, but the precedent is clear. Popes have worn European skin like holy armor. Yet the winds of change are whistling through the marble halls of the Holy See. The College of Cardinals, the body that picks the Pope, is slowly diversifying. Among its ranks now stand a growing number of African voices. But whether that choir will ever sing from the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, that's still up for debate. Names like Cardinal Francis Arinzia from Nigeria or Cardinal Peter Turkson from Ghana have been floated as possible successors to the papal throne. These men have not just checked the boxes, they've led with vision, wisdom, and unwavering faith. They're no token bishops. They're seasoned players in the Vatican's inner circle, and their influence is rising. Even though Catholicism is booming across the African continent, in Europe and North America, pews are growing dusty. In Africa, churches overflow. The future of the church isn't wearing a mitre in Milan, it's singing in Swahili and kneeling in Lagos. If the church is serious about reflecting its flock, the next pope should speak with an African accent.
The growth of equality demands something more than economic growth, even though it presupposes it.
Even Pope Francis, ever the reformer, seems to get it. He's been elevating African bishops to cardinal status at a pace that makes old guard traditionalists sweat under their cassocks. His moves are not just symbolic, they hint at a shift, a tectonic one. Here's where it gets real. Even if the next pope is African, Africans shouldn't be popping champagne just yet. History has taught us that a black face in a white institution doesn't mean black liberation. It often means the opposite. From politics to religion to global corporations, we've seen time and time again. Representation doesn't equal transformation. An African pope might look like progress, but don't expect him to rewrite the rules in favor of the continent. He'll still answer to a system designed centuries ago, with priorities far removed from African struggles. Let's not confuse optics with power. But don't get it twisted, the idea of an African pope is still monumental. It would shake the very foundations of Vatican tradition and light a fire of hope in millions of hearts. But we need to approach that moment, if it ever comes, with eyes wide open, not starry-eyed naivety. Let's conclude like this: the possibility of an African pope is no longer just a pipe dream. It's a real conversation happening in corners of the church that used to ignore the continent altogether. The numbers are shifting. The voices are growing louder. The stage might just be set for the most unexpected twist in Catholic history. So, what do you think? Could the next pope actually be African? Or would that just be another illusion of change in a world that rarely rewrites the rules? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're into dissecting power, religion, and global influence, stick around.